Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome to American Truck Simulator Live. You betcha. And today is the release of the Montana DLC. And with that release, I thought, you know what? I'm going to start getting into ATS again. I have over 2,500 hours in this game. I own all the DLCs. And in the last year, I haven't played a lot of it. Just because life has been super busy. It's been super crazy, and life is just life, right? And, of course, I've been very busy with the channel, doing all kinds of crazy busy things. So, of course, because of all the busyness, we've had to set some things aside, and this is one of the things I got setting aside. But I've always found ATS to be a very relaxing game to hang out with, the whole 9 yards, and I thought, you know what, with the Montana DLC, it is time to roll. You betcha. 18 wheels rolling, it's, now, of course, being the son of a truck driver, for all my life, turns out, I'm quite aware of trucking and the trucking industry and the whole 9 yards. And of course, that's given me a little bit of an extra insight into things where others may or may not have that insight. So where we're gonna go? We're going somewheres. Hey, Julian, what's going on? I hope things are good with you there today. You betcha. Let me switch over to the session bars and the things. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ta-da, you betcha. And we have on the screen American Truck Simulator. Atlantic Truck Simulator. I live in the Atlantic provinces, dude. Anyway, nevertheless, we are going to do the things and the stuff. And, of course, Montana having just been released, we are set to go. Now, with that, I see that we've got 12 contracts. They, of course, with any of their major releases, they tend to have like some sort of big event, and of course, they've got the Cruising Montana event, and we're gonna browse them contracts. We're gonna do them things. We're gonna get into that stuff, and of course, I want to thank everybody scrolling across the bottom there, recent subscribers, and of course, people like Julian who just come by, to visit every once in a while and hang out and talk and do all the chit-chatty things. And it's a bit of a bummer, Julian. I wish things were going better, but I hope things will be fine because, cool people deserve fine things, I think. That's what I believe. Now, when it comes to ATS, they are actually a little behind. And one of the reasons why I really haven't played it a lot is because they hadn't come out with a DLC in almost a year. I was looking back. I mean, it was like September when Colorado came out, and we got nothing for Christmas. So I don't know what's going on there. It's SCS Studios, but I think they got a little lazy or something. Maybe. We're going to go with that. So in this case, we're going to browse some contracts, and then we'll talk about the truck I'm driving today and all the things and all the stuff. Let's browse, people. Really? I can't browse the external market for these contracts? Oh, that stinks. Really? Well, okay. Looks like we got a couple pieces of equipment going to Montana. That works for me. That also, that sort of works for me, but I'd like to go a little farther into Montana. Where's that going? Well, that's going all the way across Montana. Well, that's a little farther than I would like to go. Where are you going? You know what? That has got to be the quirkiest highway, ever, right? I mean, that has got to be the quirkiest highway ever. We may haul that in a minute, though. I'll see if there's anything else here. What do we got here? Oh, that's a... you know what? I could be possibly feeling that contract. It's kind of halfway in, puts us into the big stuff, right? All the things. So you know what? I think we're going to take that. I think that's the contract we're going to have. You betcha. And today we're not driving my cab over today. So of course, a couple of videos that I've actually put out. My favorite truck to use, of course, is the Freightliner Argosy. But I am going with slightly something different today, and we'll have a look at it here in game. And we'll get the game up and running here to have a look at it in the light, right? In the big screen size, because that's what we want to do. And as the game's going to think really hard about loading this now, because yep. Of course, I literally just got the DLC installed, finished, done, all the things. Yeah, game change detected, blah, 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 all the things. Let's have a look at what I'm driving today. What time is it? 4:31 in the morning. It should be a little more lighter out. I am driving the TranStar Eagle i9000 from International. Now, this truck is not a new truck. It's a relatively, this truck is probably got to be 20 years old. But it turns out my father had owned this truck. Now, I should note that the i9000 TranStar Eagle is slightly newer than what we had. We owned the original TranStar Eagle before they put on the i9000 designation, right? So it was the original. So it looked just like this truck, except that the grille was slightly different than this grille, because this is the i9000 series. But at one time, there was just a TranStar Eagle International truck, and it has slightly front end difference. But in this case, that is what I'm driving today, because I've driven in this truck. I have sat in this truck in real life with this real paint job. You betcha. I have driven all the things. Well, I didn't drive it. My father did the driving. I was a little younger when we owned this truck. So in this case, we are going to take this truck. We're going to go pick up that load. And where are we going with it? We are going... okay, I guess it's not going to show me where I'm going just yet, but we are going over here, you betcha, to this big corner of the map that's all blank. That's right, it's all blank because we haven't been there yet. This, of course, is the Montana DLC, and we are headed there now. And there's the flag of where we're going, all the way down here, so I guess we better get our move on. There's miles to be had, miles and smiles. Okay, so let's see where we're going here. Let's get this thing backed up. Yes, there we go. All right. Now, because I've never really had this game live, I am keeping an eye on the sound for a short time, so I may miss a few items kicking around here and there. I'll turn right here in a second. I also, on purpose, am starting this out at about 4:30 in the morning, so as when we actually do start actually doing stuff with it, the sun should be up and we should be able to see like the truck and the trailer and everything in its full light glory. Sorry, Mr. Policeman, whatever. Yeah. I do have a few mods installed. Not very many, but a few. I do have a few trucks installed. Woo! I do have a few trucks installed. So I do have the Freightliner Argo C truck that I usually drive installed. I do have a wheels mod installed because I'm, I like my chrome. Chrome wheels are important, and you'll see that shortly. Of course. Another thing I do have installed is, I won't say it's a zero damage mod, but it's a near zero damage mod. So, even now, I will say that they have done great work with ATS in their AI department, especially in the last couple of years. That being said, it's still not perfect. Cars still do silly things, and when they do silly things, it really upsets me when I get penalized for it. So it's like, you know what? Gee whiz, 8-Ball is being very mean today. He said that I was mean. He's being mean to you. You better ask him another question, Julian. I think you should ask him another question, because if not, I am going to turn him off or straighten him out or something. Where is this trailer at? Is it around this way? Okay, well, we'll drive around this way to see if I can find this thing. As the sun is now coming up, we can actually get a better look at the paint job, which is really nice. We get out here in the sun. Oh yes, look at that. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing that's happening here, people. There's the trailer right there. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it. 5 or 10 pounds says yes. Okay. Well, at least I now know that he has positive answers as well as negative ones. Because I had to do a bunch of manual work. See, Nightbot does not have an 8-ball by default, so I had to make one. Yeah, I had to actually pull out my coding skills, because that's a thing I am. I am a computer geek, right? So, I wouldn't be much of a computer geek if I couldn't computer geek things like program in an 8-ball into Nightbot. So that's a thing I did, so we got some things programmed into it, and oh yeah, look at that smooth turn, people. Look at the smooth turn right there. You betcha. Yeah, you almost think I knew what I was doing there. Oh, except that don't hit that. Yes, we do need the wide turn. Here I was giving myself all the credit on that first turn, and then I forgot about that. I even seen that steamroller coming in and thought, oh yeah, you got to remember that steamroller when you're coming out. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're on the road again. Yep. See, he's perfect. Yeah, he's all right. He asked some simple questions. Yeah, so he can't do all the hard questions, but he can answer some simple ones. And, of course, I'm hoping to be able to make him a little better a little later. But right now, I think he's got 6 or 7 different answers he can do. I think he can do 3 or 4 yeses and 3 or 4 no type answers. But at least he seems to be working nice now. I did find it kind of funny that there was no real. Whoa, this is a really bad intersection, Max. Why? Come on, truck, let's go. Gee whiz, I hate it when that happens. It's a button thing. There we go. Look at that. Oh yeah. See, we're just going to ignore the whole steamroller in my way, because I got things under control. I got things under control. It's all good. You betcha. Well, I'm going to turn right after we get a green light here, and these cars get out of my way. There we go. See, so we can get a little extra room here for this extra long trailer, because this extra long trailer is extra long, so we need some extra long room with it. You betcha. Because, when you're dragging something that's about 80 feet long, you don't just turn that on a dime. So there we go. Yeah, so 8-ball, I got him programmed in. Like I said, it took me a little work, but seems to be working okay now, and does all the things, right? So, It's all groovy in the neighborhood. I also got him doing some extra. Stuff. For example, people who say hi or hello, he'll actually talk to them, give them an answer back. I know. That's pretty scary, actually. So yeah, I did a few other things with Nightbot and some of its robotics. Nightbot itself has very little integration with anything, but I'm going to try and beef it up a little bit more. I must admit, I'm a little bit bummed out that Stream Elements' robot did not work, because I would have liked to have had it all one stop shopping, but it is what it is. Just make them choose one of the variables, either before or after. If not, then the answer is yes or no. Yeah, true, except that. And see, this is why I didn't want to get using Nightbot as a bot. And the reason is that Nightbot is very limited as to how many characters you can use within its boxes. So, like, for example, Stream Elements, I could put in like all kinds of character text, right? Hey, Vic, how's it going? Hey, I hope you're doing good. So, unfortunately, Nightbot only allows 255 characters, because I made all kinds of answers for 8-Ball. I had this whole, I was programmed, I had them all programmed up for like 15 different answer responses, yes, no's, and ors. I had 2 or 3 other things going on, and it wouldn't fit it in. Hey, Noko, how's it going? Like I said, see, Noko says hi. Nightbot said hi back. I know, it's pretty scary stuff, huh? So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now again, I only have it looking at a few words right now, but I'm going to expand his vocabulary a little bit and hopefully give him a little more extra answers and do some extra stuff. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he'll get it right and go from there, right? I'm very impressed that Nightbot chose option 2 for Noko's introduction. So I'm glad to see that you're here, Vic. I'm glad you're doing good. I always like the word good. Good is good. Good is nice. Good is wise. Good is everything. As we drive along. Let's see where we are. Are we coming into Montana? Not yet, but we're just about there. You betcha. Yep. Rock and roll, people. Rock and roll. Now, the only thing about driving with their loads is that they're speed limited, so you can only drive 65 miles an hour. That would be about what's that? Just about 108 kilometers an hour here in Canuck land and for most of the world. So, say, 100 kilometers an hour is 62. So maybe it's about 106 kilometers an hour, I guess. 100 kilometers, 62, about 106 kilometers an hour, give or take a few. That's here you go. I used to play ETS2. Awesome. Actually, I own ETS2 as well. And I played it. I played it a fair amount before ATS, because ATS only came out about, what is it, 4 or 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and then kind of went that route. Once ATS came out, of course, ATS, I'm more familiar with the trucks and stuff, though I do own, like I said, ETS2, and I tend to drive a lot of Scanias in that game, but 250 lines of code. No. The 8-Ball I had programmed in. Yes, there we go. The 8-Ball I had programmed in. I don't know. It wasn't 250 lines, but I don't know. I had about 30, 40 answers. I had them all geared up. But Nightbot has a very restrictive limitation on how many characters you can put into its text boxes. So I'm going to look more into that to see if there's do a little bit of research. Is that like do you have to have the paid version to get more text in and blah 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 and the whole 9 yards, or is it just a thing, right? So it is what it is. You know what? We'll even take. I wouldn't usually do a way scale because they're.
Come on, I'll find a new route.
You don't have to find a new route. We're just stopping at the scale. Relax. We're coming into Montana. Shake a chill pill. It's all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, boop boop. Here we go. And it's going to tell me I'm really heavy. You betcha. How heavy is it? 111,000 pounds. Wow. Gee, Julian, do you think it needs to lose 5 or 10 pounds or what? Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I might need to lose more than a few pounds on this load. Holy smokes. It's a little bit of weight. Yep, it's a little bit of weight. That's for sure. Yep, we'll just pull it back out on this exit ramp. So everything's fine. There we are. And away we go. I should have actually set up the cruise control. That was kind of sloppy on me. Oh yeah, they didn't make that guy pull in. He's a bum. Whatever. Whatever. I didn't see a sign welcome me in to welcome me into Montana. I'm very disappointed. I mean, this is exit 16. We are basically in Montana now. I should have seen a sign that says, "Hey, welcome to Montana." You know, big sky state, all the 9 yards. Anyway, it is what it is. Oh, I was referring to I was referring to money, not weight. Well, all right. Well, yeah, okay. Same deal. You know, I guess we could have asked 8 Ball for either one. I mean, in that case, that actually would have worked out really well, right? 5 or 10 pounds. 8 Ball said yes. Maybe you're going to get both for 15. I think that's a good deal myself. I would definitely think that's a good deal. You know, I would say, right? Let's go there. Whoop. Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, anytime you can get extra money, especially if 8 Ball says it. I mean, because it's a Maniac 8 Ball, right? It's not just an everyday 8 Ball, because I had to program that sucker. So, you know, anytime I mean, you know, it's a Maniac ball. So, why not? All right, so in this case, exit 33, as we have a look around at the big Montana sky. You betcha. All right. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. Where are we at? 383 miles, or about, let's say, shy about 670 kilometers, give or take, I would think. Now, I mean, they do have an option to switch that from kilometers to miles, but I'm used to both, just because of all the times I've driven in the United States and all that stuff. So I just usually leave it on miles when I'm playing ATS. Oh, how about inside the cabin? Now, well, okay, so because I play with the joystick, playing inside the cabin, the only problem is that it's jerky, right? I don't have a steering wheel. Because I have to use the joystick, and this gets to be a little hard on the eyes after a few minutes, right? Whereas outside the cab, is it? Well, yeah, but 383 miles is closer to 600 and some kilometers, right? 333 miles, yeah, is closer to 500 and some, because 500 kilometers would be just shy of just around 300 miles, right? I don't know how many miles there are in a kilometer. I only know kilometers. Well, it's just I'm old. It's what it is. I'm just old. You see, when I was in elementary school, that is when Canada actually switched from miles to the metric system. So it switched from imperial to metric when I was in elementary school, and because of that, I kind of grew up for a while with both systems. Yeah, today, you know, a lot of, you know, younger people here in Canada only know the metric system. But, you know, yeah, 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile, right? So that's where I was saying, like, 100 kilometers is 62 miles, right? 62 miles an hour. Or 50 kilometers is 31 miles an hour, right? So I, you know, and everything outside of that's a little bit of guesswork. So, like, you know, I know 70 kilometers an hour is like, it's just around 40 miles an hour. It's not exact, but it's close enough, right? You know, stuff like that, right? 62 miles is exactly 100 kilometers. Give or take a few meters, right? You know, it's all good in the neighborhood after that. Yeah. All right, so let's see where we are so far. So we have just gone by the town of Mistua. I don't know the name of that town. Missoula. I mean, it sounds like like one of them little dancing doll Gucci girls that you see on the dashboard. So that's that's entertainment. Let's see. Really? We're gonna come down this way? All right, that's fine. So what are we coming up to next? I guess we're gonna go across the mountain here and then the Brute or Butte. Either way, works for me. I really should set up the cruise control. There, do that, dude. Drive yourself. Drive yourself. You know. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna get the whole film production crew going, right? After that, it's all good after that. Okay. My phone just started ringing like crazy. That was pretty crazy. So anyway, I'll have to get back to that afterwards. It was like the phone. No one ever calls me at this time of day. It's like, what? Anyway, it's all good in the neighborhood. Here in Germany, we have our own Autobahn. We don't need to look at how fast we drive. That is true. I have been on the Autobahn, and it is... Well, okay, so when I was on the Autobahn, I was in a tour bus, and yes, tour buses do have a speed limit even on the Autobahn. But that being said, of course, you don't have to have that if you're in a car, obviously. Whoa, little to the left, little to the left. There we go. I hate divisions. Mathematics isn't really a problem for me. It's fine. What gets me the most is, they go through an awful lot. I think as long as you learn how to do fractional division in school, then the rest of life is real easy, right? You don't need to know all the X, 1, Y, Z stuff. But if you do cross multiplication division stuff, that's all you need to know out of life when it comes to math, and after that, it's all good. This truck will do 98 miles an hour, or just shy of 160 kilometers an hour. But we are hauling one of their loads. So, of course, we're doing the Cruising Montana event. And because of that, just like an ETS2, right, when you're hauling their loads, it's called whatever, the external freight market loads that SCS has, and when you haul their loads, they're speed limited to 65 miles an hour. In ETS2, when you take SCS loads, you're speed limited to 55 miles an hour. I think it's 90 or 95 kilometers an hour you're limited to in ETS2. And in here, it's 65 miles an hour, or, well, about 105 kilometers an hour, I guess. So, yeah, if we were doing a free market load, yeah, I could hammer down. I could drive this thing like gun-ho Godzilla all the way across and, go all crazy. But, of course, to do the Cruising Montana event, you have to haul at least 12 of their loads to the 12 cities. So, yeah, I'm stuck doing no more than 65 miles an hour. Even though this road is highway rated for 80 miles an hour, or 122 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately, the truck will, as long as I have this trailer on it, won't do it. It just won't do it. Yes, instant answer 160, right? So yeah, but at 98 miles an hour, it's only be about 156 or 157 kilometers an hour, I think it is. Give or take a few change. Why do you need to deliver a train with your truck, by the way? That is not a train. That is a pavement tapper. It is, well, it's what you use to make roads and highways with. It looks like a it looks like a diesel train without the wheels on it, but that is it is a pavement tamper. I'm sure it could probably, if it was a train, I'm sure it probably could drive there itself. It's probably perfectly fine. So we're going to hang a right here. We're going to do the right-hand turn. Oh, that's definitely a wonky camera. There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll switch back to this for a second. So I don't drive off the road, because that would be bad. Done. All right, there we go. Heading east on Highway I-90. Interstate 90. Now, I have not been on the Interstate 90 out this far, but I have been on Interstate 90 more eastward, more easterly in the United States. So, though I've not been this far west on the I-90, I have been on I-90 before. In the real worlds, in the real lives, in the real things. For sure. As for Highway 15, I don't think so. Highway 15 is a north-south route. One thing about interstate numbers is that the odd numbers run north to south, or south to north, and the even numbers, right, run east to west, or west to east, depending on how you want to think of it, I guess. Either way, that's what goes on there. Did I just miss that turn? I think I might have just missed that turn. Did I just miss that turn? Nope, everything seems fine. Okay, we'll keep going. Yes, it is. This is, well, okay, excluding the scale factor, right, because it's 1/25th scale. This is a recreation of the states that are currently included. So this is highway, this is Interstate 90, which runs well. I mean, Interstate 90 kind of runs the northern states like Seattle and all that stuff, but it ends up in Massachusetts and a few areas there, and I've been through that part of the U.S. lots of times. So yes, it is very much a creation of the current states, and this is the Montana DLC. So this is the state of Montana, and all the roads in it. Which, of course, once we get up this very big hill with this very big load, with the train, with the partial train with the wheels missing, then of course I'll bring up the map here so we can have a look to see where we are. Here we go. We're picking up speed now. We're good now. So in this case, I-90 starts over here in Seattle and in Washington State and comes across here, clips a little bit of Idaho. Yes, that's Idaho. And then, of course, in through Montana, and then it will keep going across here. Now, they don't allow me to move the map anymore here, but this, of course, this would allow you to get into the Midwestern states, and then way off the map would be Massachusetts, New Hampshire, those locations, and Highway 90 would run all the way that far, right? Now, the reason that the map is gray here is because this is the California rework that they've been doing over the last 6 months. I think they got some new, they hired some new staff, and anytime they hire a bunch of new staff, they tend to have them work on existing parts just to kind of get practice in on building the map and stuff. And that's what they got going on here. So I have to go back and redrive these roads because now of course, they've refreshed the game, and those roads look like I haven't driven on them before, so I got to do that. Are you mocking me for calling it a train? No. I mean, it looks very much like a train. I totally agree. It looks like a train that's missing its wheels. I totally get it. I was just saying, it's not a train. It's a road paver. Well, it's a tamper. What it does is, before you pave on top of the road, well, yeah, so what you would do is just, before you put pavement on a road, the underside of the pavement is several layers of different types of rock. And each layer you put down, you then use this machine to flatten that rock down so as when you do put the pavement on top, it's on a very solid foundation. is all it is. that's that's the excitement of it all right there. I do actually want to change the screen here for a second though. There we go. Just so as I can see the other parts of the screen. There we go. Very good. Carry on. Carry on. You betcha. You know, I was kind of hoping that I could use my own trailers for doing this challenge today. I didn't think I had to use their trailers. I thought you could, like, I thought we could use my trailers for doing, because they have that option now. They came out with that. Oh, it's probably been a year and a half, almost 2 years now, where you could use your own trailer to haul SCS loads and then still get credit for those. But when I went to select the Cruising Montana list today, it forced me to take their trailer. So it is what it is. You know, sometimes you just gotta go with it, I guess. We'll just swing around this way for a second. We're coming into a nice straight stretch here, so we should be all right here for a second. Yeah, nice daytime paint job of the TranStar Eagle. Yes, look at that. Nice. Ooh, turn. There's a turn coming up, dude. There's a turn coming up. What button do you want there? Go for that one. Yeah. All right, we'll go around the turn on this. Yeah, a little bit of highway road action. Yep, for sure. Driving down the highway. Yes. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some. Hopefully, yeah. There we go. There's some movie scenes right there, right? I mean, that's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good now. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of back looking. Yep. Looking outside the window, having a look to see what's going on. You bet. All right. Yes, it will. So I wanted to get back into ATS for a while now. Since, I mean, like I said, I have 2,500 hours in this game, so I've played a lot of trucking. You know, being a truck driver's son, I've done a lot of truck driving. So what I'd like to do is play this on Sundays. I'd like to have nice relaxing Sundays where I just drive ATS, chat a bit about what's going on. I mean, the world in general, really. Everything from, you know, installing Nightbot to, you know, getting stuff working on the channel, or, you know, difficulties I've had with craziness and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, my whole plan is to have it coming out on Sundays, and you know, Sunday afternoon lounging of taking the truck, doing a load, doing the things. What I'd almost like to do it as almost a new series. I just haven't really decided if I'm going to do that yet or not. I'm using an account that I have lots of money on, right? You know, I mean, this is my original account where I have 224 million, and that's and I mean, I would have had a lot more money than that, but I just buy stuff and sell it. I just buy stuff all the time. I got a bad habit of buying stuff all the time in this game. You know what? Hire 10 drivers and buy them all new trucks? No problem. I just do that all the time, right? Own all the garages, all the stuff. So yeah, it's a bad habit of mine, right? When you got that kind of cash, it's all good. So anyway, yeah, it's my plan is for Sundays. Not sure if I'll start a new account or not, but because I must admit, I do like having all the money in the things and all the access to all the trucks that I own right now, right? So, but I definitely want to get. I mean, you know, we've got several achievements to get for Montana, and at the same time, I'd like to get those achievements done. I still, and like I said, I haven't played in about a year, so I actually don't have all the Idaho achievements. I thought I did, but I'm missing a couple. And I'm also missing 2 from Colorado. So I got to go back and get those too. And I'm like, holy smokes. Because until they had come out last year, I had all the achievements. And every time they come out with a DLC, they tend to add 5-6 new achievements, and then I have to rush in and get them all done, of course, because I got to have all the achievements. But in this case, I actually am missing a few achievements, so I got to actually get in there and go grab them, because that's a thing. 78 miles. Wow, we're actually 75 miles from the destination. Okay, well, let's have a look at the destination. So we're gonna, oh, look at that exit ramp. Is that ever gonna be ugly? Now, look at this little maneuver. I love how the computer tries to trick you doing stuff like this, right? That's so much nope. Why can I not drive that way? Yeah, like I'm not gonna make a right-hand turn and a left-hand turn when I don't have to. It's bad enough I'm gonna have to take that crazy exit ramp. I mean, I can just see how that's gonna turn out. That's got so much like accident prone on there, big time, right? Hey, big double-decker train going by. Yep, there you go. If it wasn't for this big sweeping curve, I can probably do it this way, as long as that car in front of me doesn't give me any hassle. Yep, Yep, there we go. I'll know it if that car all of a sudden gets in front of me. that'll be a lot of problems. So yeah, this truck, like I said, my father owned it probably. Well, I'll say probably it's got to be 25, 30 years ago, and it was a nice looking truck. But let me tell you, see the air cans on there. I don't think that's where the air cans were on the original TranStar, and I think there were big vents on the back, and those vents caused a lot of problems, right, for the engines. What happens when you crash into a car? Well, we can demonstrate that for you. Give me 3 seconds. Let's see. Do we got a car anywhere? No? I don't see it in the mirror. Well, you know what? When we get a car, I will demonstrate a car for you. I will demonstrate one vehicle. Oh, look. See? Watch this. Oh, hello. See? There you go. One car just for you. So, now, I have what is called, now, it's not a no damage mod. I do take a slight bit of damage from being in an accident because, that's a thing, right? But the reason I have that mod installed is because if I didn't have the mod installed, I would, right? They charge you a penalty for that. It can be around $1,000. I think it's around $1,000 for that penalty. But the bigger penalty would be when you drop the load off. So the penalty would be you pay $1,000 for the accident, but then when you go to drop the load off, the load would not be at 100% compliance, and you're penalized for the money you made on that run. So they would take a percentage of the money off of what you were supposed to get for the load if the load is damaged. And then if the truck is damaged, you have to pay for the repairs, right, out of your own pocket as well. So that's three things. Wow, look at the factories here. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense factories here. Yep. You better slow down here, Max. Yeah, we're going to exit right. Yeah, we're going to exit all the right things. We're going to exit. It's all good in the neighborhood. There we go. Yeah. Just swing that around here, big guy. As I'm keeping an eye on the right-hand mirror to make sure that this extra long trailer isn't giving me a hard time. Yep. Well, of course we're going to turn right. Everything is all good. See? Watch this. So with the mod... Yeah, just give me a second. I'll check this after I make this turn. So with the mod, you can cause as many traffic accidents as you want. I like that. Yes, you can actually. You can cause as many accidents as you want. Now, the reason I have the mod is not for that purpose, though. Again, I will say ATS and ETS2 have very, very good. They have very good AI. Now, it's not perfect, though. And because it's not perfect, the traffic on the odd occasion will do silly things, like stop in the middle of the road for no reason, right? And I mean, that's always no fun, right? Because you'll be driving along, and then suddenly it's like, and all the cars will stop in the middle of the traffic, and then the next thing you know, bang! Yeah, we're going to make a right-hand turn here. I'm not going straight on. What are you talking about? Straight on. This is why I don't believe in GPS. But anyway, I don't have a GPS in my car or anything. I just know how to use a map. I know how to work. I need one of those mods for the real life So do I, Julian. So do I. Would I ever love to have a no damage mod in real life? It would just, oh man, it would be so awesome. Are you allowed to drive over red lights too? Yep, you can. You can play this as real or as non-real as you want. So
Get ready.
if you want to play it super realistic, you can, right? Like you can turn on speeding tickets. You can turn on all the things, right? At the same time, though, you can also play it almost as unrealistic as you want, right? So if you want, get yourself a simple no damage mod, and then just turn and the rest of it's all within the menu. You can turn off speeding, you can turn off tickets, you can turn off all the other stuff, and then literally drive like a madman. And you're good to go. You play it however you want. I kind of played as a mix, right? All the speeding tickets and stuff is a hassle, right? If I want to go 75 miles an hour, I'll go 75. But you can't go 100 miles an hour anyway because the truck will flip over, right? And then once the truck flip over, you lose the load. So you gotta, I don't mind speeding some. I just don't want to. I don't want the alert going off every 2 minutes like you're speeding. You've got a $500 ticket. Blah blah blah. I don't care about that stuff, right? At the same time, yeah, I mean, now again, the AI traffic, though it's really good, does get really dumb at times, and sometimes, they run into you for no reason and stuff like that, and it's like whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of them things, right? So I like to play somewhat realistic, but it is a game at the end of the day, and it's for me for your enjoyment. So I do what I do, right? Slight damage, no fine, sounds okay. That's right. You should get a mod that makes your truck incredibly fast. You can do all that, but again, it creates no benefit. If the truck flips over or something like that, then it just causes you a big headache, right? Because then all it will do is just keep dropping you off at the garage. And it's not like there's a command that say flip the truck back over, right? Because then you have to keep saying go back to the garage, go back to the garage, go back to the garage, and that just gets really boring after a while, right? So yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's okay to do for fun once or twice, but after a while, you just it's kind of like, well, okay, I flipped the truck like 19 times yesterday. I don't think I'll do that today. Okay, we're gonna park this right in here. This is an extra long load, so they don't usually make you back it in or anything like that. Well, it's a double joint, right? To do all that, we'd have to unhook all this stuff. So, come on now. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I almost messed up the markers. There we go. Do that. Done and done. Done and dusted. Done and delivered. So this is where the other part of the penalty would come in, Noko. So basically, I'd have to pay $1,000 for hitting that car, and then you would see damage in here, right? And what would be listed is it would tell you how you did. So in this case, because I have the no damage mod on, it thinks the load is excellent, right? No damage whatsoever. If you take some damage, it will say like good or fair. And if you take a lot of damage, it will say bad, right? And then down here, you would see how much they take off of you for your pay as to how much penalty they're going to give you, right? So in this case, there's no penalty. I got the base reward, of course. I got the proficiency bonus because I'm level 183 or something like that. Yeah. Long distance delivery bonus. I get some extra money for that because I took it an extra long distance. And high value cargo, of course, I got some bonus for that. And I parked the trailer, so I got some extra XP for that. Let's see what else we can drag around. Oh, yeah. So we got 1 of 12 done. I should check this. External. Yeah, I want the external market. I see. Why couldn't I do that? That's what I wanted. I wanted the external market. Let's actually have a look here. Do we have a garage here that I can buy? Oh, yeah. You betcha. I hope so. Oh, look at this. There's a garage right there I can buy in the next town. I'm going to buy that garage. I'm going to get my trailer moved over here, and we're taking my own loads. You betcha. No. I'm driving this truck with this paint job for a specific reason. Of course, this is just a thing. Now, what I will do is I can always bring my cab over here and stuff like that. But I got to go to the next town for that. So let me set this up. We want to go here. There, do that. Yep, let's drive. Now, because I'm not hauling their loads, I can drive as fast as I want. Right? When you haul your own loads, smoking a bandit truck. Look at that. I think I don't see that in the background. Look at that. That's the Smokey and the Bandit truck right there. It's even got the paint job on it. Yeah. Bandit 1. Look at that. That's very slick of them. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So we'll drive down the road here, and we'll have a look at getting this garage, and then I'm going to bring my trailers over here so as I can use them, because that's awesome. Okay, this means I have to drive out this way, and then we're going to make a right.
Turn right.
Yep, turn right and do all the righty things. There you go. Nice. Let's drive.
And then turn left.
Don't drive on the road, dude. What the? Yeah, that's what happens, Noko, when you're not paying attention.
Turn left.
No, we're not turning left. I'm not driving down that side road. I'll go this way. Yeah. Here I am just trying to give a nice shot of the truck here, and then all of a sudden I was all over the road. It was not good. I almost flipped it. Almost. There we go.
Turn left.
Okay, turn left. Oh, well, you got that one right. You didn't want me to turn left earlier. Yeah, so see, if we accidentally pass a car, 3, it's perfectly fine. It's not going to bother me any. And at the moment, like I said, we're not speed locked now, right? Because we're not hauling one of their loads. Oops.
And then
Red
turn
light.
left.
Whatever. it's a thing. Yep. All right, here we go.
Turn left.
All right, I will. Sorry, dude. I get this ramp first. You don't. All right, here we go. So now we'll actually do a little driving, right? Because now that we're not limited, the speed limiter isn't on the truck due to their loads. We should be able to put the hammer down pretty hard on this. Get this right up to speed, big time. There we go. 80 miles an hour so far. Well, I wasn't stopping at the way station anyway, dude. I'll tell you right now. Too busy. There's 90 miles an hour. Yep. It's all good in the neighborhood now. Yeah, so we're just about up to spec. There's 98 miles an hour. I don't think it will go 99. I think, yeah. So it will only do about it will do 95, no problem. You can push it to 98, but that's about it, right? Boy, are we ever zipping along at 98 miles an hour? No problems. It's like faster than most cars at the moment. Yep, it's perfectly fine. You bet. Where is this garage? 19 more miles? Really? Wow, there's a lot of factories here. This is a pretty heavy factory place. Alright, we'll just come whipping around here. Yep. Exit right, huh? Alright, let's do that.
Right.
Guess I better slow down a little bit, because taking an exit ramp at 80 miles an hour is not a good idea. There we go. Okay, let's turn left, go by this garage.
Turn left.
Yep, let's go. Nice. There we go. Oop. You let go of the joystick too soon there, you big goof. That would have cost you. You got to turn right here. All right. Drive down in here. And this way, and this way, and we are going to buy this garage, you betcha. Show me the monies. Ding. Would you like to buy this garage? You know it. Ta-da! Yes! Gotta buy a garage. I won't hire any drivers or anything for today. I'll just put a few of my own trucks in here, and then we'll take off with it. Yeah. All right. Let's now upgrade this garage. Garage manager. Where is it? Trucks, drivers, 03. Yep, that one right there. Upgrade the garage. Yep, you betcha. Oh, that's going to give me the nice cutscene of the upgraded garage, of course. Come on. I know, you got to think really hard about it, game. Like, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard, game. It's an upgraded garage. I wasn't asking you for something awesome. There we go. That's it. There we go. Oh, man. Whew. There it is. Yes. Upgraded headquarters. You know it. Gotta have the upgraded stuff. First garage in the new Montana DLC. 5 bays, all the things. Your own fuel pump for cheaper fuel. You know it. Yep. Even got the truck parked inside now. So now what we'll do is I'm going to move another one of my trucks over here. So let's go to the truck manager. We're going to move this, no, that's the Cascadia. Those are my Kenworths. Is that at the very top? Whoa. Is that it? Is that it? Give me the picture. There we go. Look at that. Yes. I want to relocate this truck to here. Put it here. Okay. Nice. I will drive this truck. Yes. Done. And it's going to now take me loaded out, and then you'll get to see. And this is the truck I usually drive in this game. Like I said, the international, the TranStar Eagle, I drove that just because that's one of the trucks that my father has owned over time, and that was a really cool truck. But this is the one I usually drive, and he owned this. This was like the last truck that he owned in terms of like in true ownership. And this, of course, is the Freightliner Argosy. Oh yes, there you go. All kinds of noise. Makes all kinds of noise. Oh yeah, that's a truck horn. Right there. None of this messing around. The paint job on this is a custom paint job done by me. So, of course, it's got the blue and orange flames and all the cool stuff. You betcha. This one's all customized by me. The truck itself, though, is not. It is found on the Steam Workshop, but everything else about the truck, the paint job, the wheels, all the other stuff, that's all done by me. And this is something awesome. This truck is a little bit louder, so I am going to check to make sure that it's behaving sound-wise. I got to change screens for that, though. How loud are you? Yeah, you're pretty loud. You're a much louder truck. So I'm going to turn that volume down just a little bit more, hopefully, and get it to see if it will behave itself. The thing is that you can't tell. When you're out of the game, the sound stops, so you can't tell if the sound's good or not. Okay, let's see what we got for loads. Should I bring one of my own trailers here? Well, let's see what they've got for loads in their stuff, I guess. I could always do that another time. Let's go to the job market. We'll go to external contracts. And what else they got here? Why do you have me all the way over there? Where am I? Where did you put me? You put me all the way back over here? That's a bum move. I put that truck all the way. Gosh darn it. Okay, well let me fix that. First of all, truck manager. This truck, relocate this truck to here. Put that there. Done. Are you sure you want to reassign this truck? Yes. And now we got to think about it, of course. What I think the problem was is that when I when I went to drive the truck, my body is still considered to be located in Idaho, so it moved the truck back to Idaho, which is not what I wanted it to do. Okay, that's fine. And by the looks of it, you've still got me in. Yeah, you still got me in the wrong spot, dude. Fine, we'll do it this way. Let me see. Driver manager. Me. Relocate me to here. Done. And put me there. Okay. Awesome. Look at that. All right. Now, let's see where I am in the world map. Yes, now I'm in the right location. All right, now we can actually do external contracts. Gee whiz. Now, let's see. No. Anything going north? That's going south. Let's see. Wyoming. Oh, that's going Montana. Where's that going? It's going back and then up. Not really. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's going all the way up, and so is that. But I'd kind of like to go up towards Lewistown or Great Falls, actually. But I didn't see anything for Great Falls here. Yeah, they got nothing for Great Falls. Maybe Lewiston or Harv. Do they got anything for HGH? No, they don't either. Oh, wait a minute. They do too. No, that's Helena. That's not Harv. Darn it. All right. JKL. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's just down the road. That's nice, but that's not where I want to go. Gee whiz. Okay, well, listen, we'll take this little itty bitty load down the road, just to have a load to go down the road, and then maybe we'll try and get something to go up north, and then take something up north, because it's being difficult. Gosh darn it. Hey, give me the loads I want, not the loads that I need deserved. All right, yep, think about it. I will say, it is a little slower on the, it's a little slower. The transition screens are a little slower, and this is on my solid state drive, so it's not a thing. Mister, I want to say ISIS, or it's OSIS. There is a search option to sort by destination. That's true. I should know how to say that word. Why do I know how to say that? OSIS? Why is that? The funny part is that I've said this word before, and it's like my brain is frozen. My brain's gone frozen, dude. My brain's gone bad. That's true. There is a search option. That being said, I didn't want to have to go pick up this load 10 times. OSIS, right? Mr. OSIS? I'm going to go with that and say what that is, right? Yes, there is a search function. I just didn't want to drive like 400 miles to pick up a trailer to go north, because the search function sometimes is a little quirky, but we'll see how it goes. In this case, I did get a trailer. We got something to go up here. Where is this trailer? Gee whiz, where you telling me to drive for this thing? Oh, okay, we're going to drive down the road, down to the Chems factory. It's all good. All right, I thought, man, are we driving all over the place or what? You say it correctly. Okay, cool. All right, dude, it's been a long day, right? So, I mean, sometimes I can be a little off. Lights. There we go. Do. Oh, yeah. Yes, rumble and roar. I love the engine in this truck. It's awesome. Yes, do that. Now we're talking. Yeah, let's hear this one purr for a while. Why are you... You're not stupid. Why would you say that? I don't believe that at all. Now, if you burnt hot dogs, we are going to have a discussion. But besides that, I don't think that's... what I would call as a stupid maneuver. you know, I had to turn my own speakers down. This truck is actually so grumbly and loud that it was coming through the speakers really loud. One was on your Icarus, was on one of your Icarus live streams, mostly watching them afterwards when I get spare time. Hey, no problem. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I agree. And of course, we do Icarus Mondays all the time, right? And I must admit, I'm glad to be back on normal track with that. After I had a couple of rough weeks there, man. That day I got kind of sick, kind of threw me off, and then, man, them scorpions the week after that. I don't know what it was. I was just running into some bad luck there, I guess, but it is what it is. Keep left, keep left. Oh, see, that's for you, Noko. I just hit that car. Hit that car by accident. Oops. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I had to fight with people. I hate to fight with people and still do that. Oh, did I pass the? I just went underneath a train. I just went underneath a bridge. How did I miss it? Give me the map. What's going on here? We're not even there yet. What are you talking about, GPS? Gee whiz, GPS. Sometimes you do some silly things. Finding you a new route. Here, I'll find you a new route. Watch this. This is why I don't have a GPS, right? Duh. Now, I will admit, they come in handy for detour emergency stuff. It's very convenient, right? But otherwise, I am perfectly fine. I can look at a map for 2 minutes and then just drive it, right? This trailer's on the other side of this on the other side of this gantry. You're not picking that up. You got to drive around here, dude. We got to pick this up over here. There we go. We's all good now. We's good in the neighborhoods. There we are. Alrighty. And yep, put this thing in reverse, dude. We got things to do today. Do. Done. Hook that thing up and let's go. And we are out of here. Now, this is a relatively short load. I'm just hoping to get better loads down in the next town that something goes north. I'd like to be able to explore at least going north once. Yep. There we go. Yep. Easy now. Easy now. Brakes. All right. Yep. Question mark, huh? Why would that be a question mark? Highway 3 question mark. Oh, it's probably recruitment center. Well, I'm not too worried about the recruitment center today. We're busy to drive today. We got driving to do. Driving to see. Time to drive. You betcha. All right. So I should be. Oh, really? You didn't? Well, why didn't you remember my things? Yeah. We're gonna turn left here in a second. Watch this. See? Do. Everything's fine. that car that was in front of me. That he was just slowing me down. Slow me down. I mean, this is a short little load, and I'd like to get it there before dark. In fact, it's only 45 miles for this load. We should be able to get it there, according to this, within an hour. Should be able. All right. So we just zip on out here. Get on the highway. We're on the highway to heck. Do. You betcha. Yeah. Time to put the hammer down, dude. Not to say you can really go really fast because, of course, there's another one of them regulated loads. I must admit, I'm a little bummed out about the trailer wheels. So I did have a mod for like 3-4 years for chrome trailer wheels, and it was a great mod. It was a simple little mod. It was all it did was it put chrome. It took the standard chrome wheels in the game and just applied them to all trailers, whether you own them or not, and which of course made it nice. But unfortunately, the author took the mod off the Steam Workshop it was about 2-3 months ago, and unfortunately, that mod is gone. Now, there's been mods in the past that have been taken off the workshop, but I usually make copies of my mods, so if that happens, I can then do a little bit of tweaking with them and then make them work for me. But I never did make a copy of that mod, because it was such a simple rinky-dink little mod that I thought that the owner, I mean, it would just stay there forever. But it disappeared. I was very surprised when it disappeared, so... Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. The trailers don't have chrome wheels on them anymore. They just got the flat paint wheels now. Ugh, whatever. This is why I usually use my own trailer wheels anyway, right? Or use my own trailers because, of course, I have them all customized with all my chrome wheels on them. You better slow down here, dude. You're coming down this exit ramp pretty fast. You know that, right? Like, yeah, speed demon. Get your foot off the gas. You know. This isn't Convoy. We don't have to smash through the cops. It's all good in the neighborhood after that. There we go. Look at that. See, not too bad for joystick driving. See, and they want me to turn right. You know what? We're gonna do it this time. Now, see how that car just stopped for no reason? That car stopped for no reason, and that's why I have the no damage mod. Because you'll be driving along, and then the car will just say, you know what? I think I'm gonna slam on the brakes right here, and it'll be like, bam, and then it like and for no reason, you end up paying money. And that drives me crazy. But instead, now we can do something like this. See? And then that doesn't cost me any money. And it's perfectly fine, right? So that will teach him to stop in the middle of the road from now on. That's really all right. Now, again, I don't like smashing cars off the road all the time and stuff like that. I'm just making a point to say, hey, sometimes the AI does a few stupid things, and you shouldn't have to pay for that. And nobody should have to pay for that. So instead, I don't. It's just that simple. See, I didn't cut that truck off. I could have cut the truck off, but I didn't, right? Because it was, smashing into him, that wouldn't have done anything, right? So, I don't mind playing some realism, but at the same time, it's a game, so I don't mind bending a few of the rules either, just to make sure everything's in the up and up, right? It's all good in the neighborhoods. There we go. Let's get this thing in here and see if we can't get a load going north, because we're going to lose the daylight here anyway. And driving around in the dark's always kind of boring, because, I mean, you don't want to see the map in the dark. In fact, we're going to make this a kind of a speedy drop-off, just so as we can take another load here really fast. Boom, boom. What do you got for external contracts here? Anything going north? North? No, I know you want me to take something back there. That's not north enough. Nope. 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 No. Montana. Yeah, there we go. Let's take that. I'll do that. And this will round out this one. All good in the neighborhoods. Oh man, they really, I don't know. I don't know if that's a problem that they're going to have in the future with their DLCs, but this loading screen, I'm sure, has gotten slower. So what is it? Like, you got more than 10 DLCs installed, then we're going to have a problem, or what? Yep, do that, do this. Oh yeah, like this truck has all the good sounds, right? Like putting in the air into the brakes, right? Trailer button pushing, all the good stuff, right? Oh, yes. All good. Where are we going? Where are we going for this load, dude? We're driving. We're in the yard. What are you doing? Oh, you got to drive back out. Do I have to drive back out here to the stupid question mark for this? Really? No, I knew I didn't have to. Back up. Now, this is one thing I do like about ATS, and I hate in ETS2. In ETS2, this backing up a truck in ETS2 is so... Oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad. That was my bad. I hit the wrong button when I meant to make the turn. In ETS2, backing up is so slow. Oh my goodness! It's like pulling teeth. It's horrible. It really is bad. Drives me crazy. Whereas in ATS, backing up much quicker, right? So when you back up in ETS2, you can only back up, I think it's like 6 to 8 miles an hour, but in ATS it's 25. So it's like, it's so much different. So much different. Backing up in ETS2 drives me crazy. It's like, holy smokes. Let me see, which way are you going to take me on this route? No, I'm not taking your silly road. You get off of that, would you? All right, so we're going to come back down this highway. Well, okay. I was going to take Highway 89. Is that going to, what does that get me? I mean, besides it being like a back road, does it get me anything special? I mean, we haven't taken the Interstate 15 up either, so I mean, you know, that's a thing. Let's see. This I'm assuming that's a viewpoint up here into the mountains. Yep. I'm assuming that's the park up that way. I'll have to double check that in a second. All right. Well, you know what? I'm all right going with Interstate 15. Yeah, we'll go No. You know what? Heck with it. Let's take the back road. Let's go the back road. Just something to do. Anybody can drive on an interstate. Taking the back road sometimes makes it a little more interesting. There we go. Besides, I'd rather take the back road with one of these types of trailers. I mean, this is only is this a 40? Well, I mean, it's a 52 foot. It might be a 52 foot trailer here for whatever we're carrying, chemicals or whatever. But I'd rather take this trailer than to be taking like one of my 80 foot construction trailers up one of these back roads, because I'll tell you right now, that gets crazy, right? You start hauling like some sort of farm equipment on a 80-foot trailer up all through them little rinky-dink back highways. I've made several regrettable decisions that way. It's all bad after that. It's all bad. It's all bad in the neighborhood, people. Never good. All right, let's get this thing on the highway.
And then turn left.
Yes, let's turn left. You're going to have to, you know what? I can get around you. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, people. Let's get this on the highway. I'd like to at least get into that highway before it gets dark, so we can at least see a little bit of the backcountry. I mean, our arrival time is 11 o'clock, but unfortunately in the game it gets dark by 9, so we are going to miss some of it. But at the same time, if I do a little bit of hustle, hopefully we'll get to see a fair amount of this road before it gets dark. Be all good in the neighborhoods. And then once I've dropped the load off, I'll do a console time change, and then see what we can do about that. All right. Yep. Come on, dude. Find another gear in this thing. Now this truck will put the hammer down. I think the engine in this is a 650 or 700 horsepower. I've got this thing souped right up. This thing will motor. Now it won't motor at the moment because of the limitations of the SCS contract, but on free ride, I've had this thing doing up to 108 miles an hour. This thing cruises. it just moves. That's what it does, people. That's what it's supposed to do. It's got the 18-speed transmission. It got all the things. This truck was made to boogie. That's what it does. But of course, we are hauling an SCS trailer, so of course I can't go any faster than 65 miles an hour at the moment. It is what it is. Let me see. What else besides 8-ball? Oh, I did. Like I said, I did put in some additional robot stuff for Nightbot, and I also got Nightbot ready for Discord. I guess I should provide a quick update on that. So I just about ready to get it all up and running. I'm just trying to learn a few other things about it before I put it out there, which is why I haven't put out a gamer news yet. The reason I haven't put out gamer news is because I want to announce Discord and a few other things with the gamer news, this August gamer news. It's like everything else at this time of year. There's a lot of people on vacation, and there's a lot of work going on, and unfortunately, if you're not off on vacation, you're probably working extra to cover other vacations. So it's kind of, just for me to keep up my schedule has been pretty tough, right? Just to kind of point that out, which unfortunately, when I had the problem with the Stream Elements bot not working right, that kind of really did a mess on me, because I was hoping to switch to Stream Elements. I've been working on this Discord server, and then I was going to attach the Stream Elements bot to it, and just before, of course, I got to do that was when we discovered that Stream Elements bots weren't working right and all the 9 yards, right? So that was a bit of a pain. I will admit, was not a good time. Was kind of a bummer, actually. I was pretty bummed out about it. Now, Nightbot is working fine, but Nightbot itself is just a bot. It comes with very few built-in commands, so you have to actually program a lot of that in yourself, which is just going to slow me down even more, right? So one of the things I've been getting it ready for, of course, is to attach it to Discord and blah, 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 and a few other things, and of course, make sure that Mi 6 is working correctly and all that stuff, because hey, you gotta have all the cool if I'm gonna set it up, we might as well have the cool stuff, right? We gotta have some of the cool stuff. As a start, it won't be like the biggest Discord server in the world, but at the same time, it'll have more than like 2 channels. I cut that one a little close, didn't I? Whew. All right, speed limit 0. What? At night, 65. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, whatever. We're just going to drive anyway. So, yep, we're going to take this back road highway to have a look at the views. Oh, yeah. Have a look at the views. Do the view things. Have all the views. Yeah, you know it. Do a little crossroad. Hey, they just flashed that truck in. That must admit, I haven't seen that happen in the game for a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen it ever spawn in traffic. So it must be just the view I'm being able to see as far ahead as I can. Oh yeah, gotta like these big highways. There we go. Yes, nice. A little bit of a turn here. Can't seem to find the keystroke that I want though. Is this it? Yeah, that's the top of the cab. What's this one? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I hate that one. This reminds me of playing. That view reminds me playing GTA 3 or Grand Theft Auto 3. I think it was 2 or 3. Have you ever played the Raft or the Farthest Frontier? I actually own Raft now. I actually have Raft now. I haven't played it yet. I have kind of studied up on the game though, and I might do Raft. Probably it would be really late fall and possibly into the winter. It all depends on what games come out and their timing and stuff. So I do have that. As for the Farthest Frontier, I don't believe I have played that or know of it. So I'll have to look that one up. And the reason it's a little tricky to plan games now is because one of the really bad things they do that they've been doing now is games are not announcing dates at all, like really, really badly. And I think what it is that a lot of the market got really scared after all, like in the last 3-4 years. Well, let's take the last 5 years. In the last 5 years, they've had a lot of issues with like missing dates. A lot of big game titles have like had to delay several times and all that stuff. I think it's GTA 3 too. And because a lot of these games, whoa, we got to make this turn. We got to take this turn, dude. All right. So because a lot of these games were missing the times or their release dates. Oh, dude, I'm passing you. I don't care what you think. There you go. They now all they have, all the games I've got my eye on for the next 6 months, like everything just says 2023, late 2022, sometime in 2023. Like, I mean, even this game, like Montana, the release date of today wasn't announced until just 9 days ago, right? And it's been almost a year since their last DLC release. So, I mean, it is pretty bad. I mean, games in general have been really bad about with their release dates, and that's made it for channel content creators to really made it really hard to plan stuff, right? It's an interesting settlement survival game with pretty graphics. I may have to check that out. That's for sure. So yeah, it's just games especially in the last couple years, they're giving such wide berth to all the dates they announce that it's almost impossible to try and schedule anything long term, right? It's just gotten really, really hard. All right, there we go. I'll watch a raft. Hope you'll do it in multiplayer. Oh yeah, you think? It'd be interesting to play and watch. I'll just be interested if I can get through it. I'm assuming that as a raft player, I forget the channel name. I think it's Arvel. I can never say the name right. Well, I know she holds the current world record for speed running it, and so she speed run the game in 50 minutes. So I know that, but I know her series has actually been really, really good on the whole raft, and she's got lots of pointers and tips and stuff like that. I must admit. So it's funny that I haven't gotten around to playing it yet I have been watching people play it and stuff for the last couple of years. I myself have not been able to fit time into my schedule to get it on the channel. Whatever, car. Try to cut me off. Bum. All right. Anyway, whatever. Looks like we got some secret locations here that you can go into. They don't got it marked on the map, but they do have it marked. That I don't see any X's, so you could probably pull that off. Look at all the traffic. Boo. Boo traffic. Well, all right. Well, you better slow down, Max. Yes, I don't mind passing, but I do like to have a little bit of foresight as to where I'm passing. Okay. All right, I'm going to pass this because this is a passing area, by the way. It has dash lines. Now this is a no passing area, so car, if you give me a hard time, we're gonna have to talk. But I would like to get by this bus too if I can. Because them tour buses, they drive me crazy. There we go. Nice. Got by it. We got by it. It's no problem. It's no problem. Yeah, it's starting to get dark now. It's 9 o'clock. Darn it. We actually are making good time through here, though. We're actually getting closer towards the end of this highway, I think. Yeah, so we're about almost at the end of this highway, and then we turn left into Great Falls anyway. So not missing too much here. We're not missing too much. All good in the neighborhoods. All good. Do. How accurate... yeah, just hold on a sec. There's a couple of sharp turns I know that are coming up here, and if I don't take these turns right, I'll put this truck over the cliff. This is a little bit of a straight stretch. How accurate these nature views in the game regarding real life? They're not bad. I mean, keeping in mind it's 1/25th scale, right? For this, right? So 1/25th scale. I mean, there's only so much you can put in on 1/25th scale. Now that being said, I mean, ATS is very accurate. They do a pretty good job. Yes, in the early days, they did have to kind of cheat a few exit ramps and a few other things because they just didn't have the tool set developed yet. But they've gotten better at that. And overall, I mean, this is very, very accurate, right? Overall, I think they've done a great job for doing 1/25th scale. Modeling of the entire map, right? I don't know what they're going to do when they get to the eastern seaboard of the U.S. because it's at 1/25th scale. Doing these western states that are a lot bigger are easier to do, but like doing Massachusetts or New Hampshire, or take Rhode Island, right? I mean, you're talking some really tiny little states, right? So, at 1/25th scale, it's going to be really hard for them to do those, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's he doing? Yeah, Great Falls discovered. Now I can see how America looks. Oh yeah, so it's actually it's fairly accurate. Again, keeping in mind it is 1/25th scale, right? So you have to kind of they've had to make allowances for certain things, right? So like when you're in California and you're going up from the I-5 to the I-10, right? So the I-5 is the most western interstate there, and the I-10. Well, you can take the I-8, but the I-5 I-10 interchange is a big interchange in California. Yes, it's realistic, but with a little bit of a twist that it's downscaled a little bit. So it does have it. It doesn't have all the things like for example, if you were truly driving it, then like you should be able to see like Disneyland and a few other things from the I-5 or close to it, and you don't exactly get that stuff because obviously there just isn't enough scaled room in the map to put all the stuff in, right? I live in a tiny country compared to the USA. Almost any state's bigger. True. But see, we're here in Canada, where I live. The province I live in is quite small, right? It's actually one of the smallest provinces. So, again, like for me, almost every state or province is bigger in terms of where I'm going, right? So anyway, we're in the dark. We gone through Grand Falls. It's dark, and now I got to go this very long and crazy road to drop off this load. It's like Bob's Road out in the middle of nowhere. All right, that's fine. We'll do it. Now, I mean, would I expect to see anything on this road? Probably not. But what I'll do is once we get out here and I drop off the load, I can use the time. I'll use the time. I'll use the console to change the time back into daytime so as we can see what's going on. That's a little hard to do, by the way. Now you can do it with. I could use the timer at the moment to change darkness into daytime on SCS loads, but you can't do it on free loads. It messes up their load timers, and you'll get penalized for that. So that's why I'll do a thing here, and I'll just change the time once we drop the trailer off. Here in Canuckland, I actually live in a very small province. It's not a very big province. Don't get me wrong. It's if you drive from end to end, it's about 8 hours. But across-wise, so the length of it is about 8 hours long. But width-wise, it's not even 2 hours, right? So it's pretty skinny. it's long and thin. Put it that way. So it's not like and I have driven the entire eastern seaboard of the U.S. So when you're driving to some states you drive through, you're only in them for like half an hour. Like when you're driving down the I-95, and you're driving down the I-95 headed towards Florida from Maine, well, you're only in New Hampshire for like 20 minutes. Because I think there's only like 16 miles of highway that you're on in New Hampshire, and then you're into Massachusetts. So, you know, it's kind of a thing. You know, some parts of the U.S. So how would you scale that? How are they going to scale that in ATS? I have no idea. Woo, easy. We're here. You know, what do you do? Where are we? We are at the cargo terminal in Great Falls. Oh, we're at the airport. Well, see, I'm in the dark. I didn't even know that. All right, there you go. So how are they going to scale that? I mean, at 1/25th scale, that 13 miles doesn't even turn into a mile in the game, right? Like, it's, you know, like you'll literally like blink and it'll be gone. So that's kind of a trick, right? It's going to be tricky. Yeah, so yeah, Latvia, you know, it's a thing, right? Yeah, smaller countries, especially, you know, like, I mean, European, just because of its age, has so much more to it in terms of density, complexity, and all that stuff, right? And of course, that's reflected in the trucks they drive, right? I mean, that's why everything's a cab over. That's why everything is not the same length and dimensions as it is in North America, because the roads, of course, have been around for like 2,000 years in some of those cases, right? So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Do I park this one? Sure, why not? Let's go park it. And then we'll get some daylight happening here so we can get some lights turned on, so we can see the area, because everything's dark at the moment. I can't see anything. There we go. Where do you want this? You want this right here. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me, I'm going to borrow a little bit of your gate. You mind? No? Awesome. You probably do, but I don't really care. All right, let's swing this around this way. There we go. Whoa. Little too sharp. Dude, that's embarrassing. All right. Gotta cut this back this way a little bit, dude. There we go. You gotta cut back a little bit more. There. It's gonna be really close. Okay, you got it. Okay, we'll straighten this up here in a second. See that ramp? That yellow ramp indicator fooled me. See? I thought I wasn't gonna make the cut in time. There we go. We got this. We got it. Look, seeing I got this so much, I'm gonna just use the mirrors now. I'm not even gonna look. That's right. All right. Whoa. Okay, straighten it up. Straighten it up a little bit there, big guy. Okay, and of course now I'm trying to drive the truck sideways while doing this, right? So this is probably a bad idea, but that's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's not the first time I've done something crazy. Oh, wrong way. That was my bad. Yeah, come on. Swing the wheel this way. There you go. When you're trying to drive a truck sideways to park a trailer, it's a little more difficult, right? Just saying. How we doing here? I think we're doing all right. No, you want to do this. Dude. We're gonna get this trailer over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. Done. Thank you very much. Whoa, that was a little bit of a... Okay. What the... Yeah, all right. Well, okay. I don't know what that... You know what? I think I'm just going to clean this up. I don't know what's going on here. Like, holy smokes, that trailer is all over the place. Listen, we can do this a little bit better. Like, give me a break, dude. All right, here we go. Cut this way. Man, thanks, ATS. I knew I could count on you for doing something exciting. At least once. There we go. Yeah, put that in there. There we go. We'll keep it off the railing. I don't know why I put it up on the railing. I didn't drive up onto the railing. It was perfectly fine. And then I uncoupled the trailer, and it just threw the trailer up onto the railing. I don't know why it did that. That was crazy. But that was entertainment. There we go. 321. Show the results. Let me get the console out now. Just a second. And we got to go to drive. We're gonna do this. No. Don't be silly, dude. Do this. G underscore set underscore time. Let's say 5 a.m. There we go. It's daytime. Yes. Done. Okay. So, hey, it's daytime. We can see again. Now, let's see what loads we got here. Let me check something here just for a sec. Switch this. Switches this over here. Yeah, do this to this. And yeah, no, Montana and is it over here? Let's see. No, learn how to spell. Yeah, do that. Really? Is that where it is? It is. It's at the. Really, I thought Yellowstone was more northern than this. All right, that's fine. We'll just we'll take something down south, and then we'll go to Yellowstone to wrap things up. That's fine. Fine, whatever. So that'll okay. Let's drive down to Yellowstone and get a load here to go to Yellowstone. Well, we can't go to Yellowstone directly with a load, I don't think. I would think that we have to. So where is Yellowstone going to be down here? I mean, Yellowstone National Park is down this way. It's down around this area here. So where is it that they've got this like figured out? I'm assuming it's got to be this question mark here, but that's really weird. Like, yeah, yeah, do that. Do this. So yeah, I mean, that's like, let's see, highway. Give me numbers here, dude. Oh man, I need new glasses. Good thing I went for that eye test the other day. Highway 89, Highway 191. Really? You're gonna give me a hard time on that? All right, fine. Yeah, so it's got to be Highway 191. It's got to be that question mark down here that they say it's Yellowstone. So I guess that's what we'll do. Let's take something to Bozeman, I guess. Are we going to get that lucky to get something to go there? Yes, we are. What are we getting? We got a couple of trailers going to Bozeman. We will take one of them. I'll take that one. Let's do that. And it's, of course, going to think about that for like 2 minutes because that's a thing that's going to happen. There we go. We'll head on down the Bozeman, and then we'll take a quick swing into. We'll take a quick swing over into Yellowstone. Go to the question mark. Do the camera views of the things. I mean, they say you're supposed to be able to see that down there, so I'm assuming this has got to be the look off right here that they've now added. For Yellowstone, it's got to be that or this. It's got to be one of the two. So with that, we'll stop in. Well, we'll stop at all of them if I have to. But we'll swing on down here. We'll take this to Bozeman, and then we'll see if we can't find the Yellowstone, the proper Yellowstone camera. Where's this load at, dude? 38 miles. Holy smokes! All right, fine, whatever. Let's go. It's 5:02 in the morning. We got things to do. Let's rock and roll. The worst part is that because I've taken the load, I'm now locked into obligation of their speed limit. So even though I haven't got their trailer on yet, I still can't go faster than 65 miles an hour. That drives me crazy. Like if I haven't got your trailer, like I realize they've got this whole little gizmo gear set up about not driving over certain speed limits. See, I can't drive faster than 65. That's a bummer. I really wish they, would either up that to 75 or something. But anyway, it is what it is. I mean, I could engage flight mode and just fly the truck there, but all right, that's a little bit crazy at this point in time of the day. I don't think we'll be flying the truck there. We shouldn't need to do that. We'll just we'll get the truck there the old-fashioned way. We'll drive it. Flying trucks. Jeez. I think we were living in the Jetsons. Okay, there we go. Yep, get ready to turn left. You betcha. Listen, you need gas, dudes. Well, you don't really need gas yet. We got enough gas. We're good. Nice part about this truck, it's got the big old 300-gallon tanks on there. What's that, like 3.84 liters per gallon. So that's like, I don't know, 1,080 liters. All kinds of liters. We got all kinds of gas. Still think we got enough gas to probably do this last run, or if not, we'll find a gas station en route somewhere, fill it up a little bit. There we go. Keep right. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep right. You betcha. Thanks, GPS. You're always so smart, but not always. Very weird. Let's take an exit and then take another exit. Yep. There we go. Okay.
And then turn left.
Well, of course I'm going to turn left because that's where the map says for me to go.
Turn left.
All right. Excuse me, beep beep. Oh, didn't see that car. Excuse me. There we go. We're good. We's good. It's 5:45 in the morning. Where are you guys all going at this time of the day? Holy smokes. Okay, we're at the home shop. There we go. Yes, I have arrived at my destination. Let's pick this thing up and go. Okay. Oh, you're not even going to give me a choice on the trailer? All right, that's fine. We'll take your ugly trailer. I was wondering why there was no flag at the thing, right? So that's a thing. Like for loads that you can pick up, that you got to use the flag to pick up. You can change the trailer make by using the gear icon inside there, right? But I guess it's because it's their loads. You don't really get a choice on that. So we're gonna do this as a doubles. We'll do a doubles trailer, I guess, for this one. Makes it a little more interesting, but it's not a long doubles. It's a short double. So what do we got? Probably a looks like it's a 40-footer. Is it 40? Yeah, I would say it's a 40-footer with a 24-footer. So that's fine. We'll make it happen. Okay, so where are we going with this thing? Where are you trying to make me go is really the question. All right, so we're going to come down Highway 15. So I'm glad I took Highway 89 up. So now, of course, we get Highway 15 to go down, right? So that way we get to see more new stuff. Of course, we're not. I mean, this is a little bit of a repeat here, but that's fine. And then we'll drive it all the way into the mines.
Get ready to turn.
Good to go. Let's rock.
Turn right and then turn left.
Oh yeah, we're gonna turn right and turn left. Sorry, I'm coming through. Yeah, okay. Well, whoa, we got everybody blocking traffic here. Let's go. Gee-whiz. Come on now. There we go. All right. Yeah. See, look at that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That was my bad. I went to grab for the mouse and accidentally hit the other thing. That was my bad. I made the turn perfectly fine, and I thought, okay, let me grab the mouse, and then as soon as I went to move, I accidentally my finger slipped on the other thing. My bad looking. My bad. You know. That shouldn't have happened. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. It's perfectly fine. It's all good. Get this thing out in the highway. Get your old car out of my way, dudes. I got places to be, and it's not behind you.
And then turn right.
Yeah? Keep right and turn right. All right. That's it. Take your old car and go home.
Turn right.
Okay. There we go. Nice. Let's get this thing on the highway. Where are we going? We're not going east. We're going south, I guess. Well, I guess I can't sing that song. What happened? Like I said, what you mean when I when I tapped the light pole back there? Hey, I didn't hit it really hard. I just slightly tapped it. Just accidentally. Like I said, I just finished making the turn and I went to grab for the mouse. But when I went to grab for the mouse, my finger slipped on the joystick, and it just shuffled it to the right a bit enough that it just kind of made things a little more messy. But what can you do? What can you do when you live in a boot? And that's not a boat. It's a boot, like you know, the thing you wear on your feet. I'm not that Canadian. Well, I mean, I'm Canadian. I am that Canadian, but you know, I know how to say a boat. You checked if that lamppost will jump away. Yeah, I was just making sure that it was in the ground and attached properly. That's all I did. No, you didn't. You said nobody saw that. Right, exactly. See? What are we talking about? You know, I was just performing maintenance schedules. It's perfectly fine. I don't know. Didn't see anything. This could be a little bit crazy because, of course, I'm speed limited on this truck with their crazy load, and so this is not good. So I got this guy here. We're gonna race. We're gonna have a big race here now, right? It's all good now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, whatever. Get out of the way. You're slowing me down, dude. You think you're just driving that big international? You know, that's right. See, I win, you lose. It's all good. Yeah, I got the joke afterwards, Julie. I'm just a little slow on the pickup sometimes. That's the way it is. Sometimes I'm just a little slow, but I got it after the third attempt. It was all good after that, right? It was all good after that. I totally got it. This is another rest area. They said for me to keep an eye out on these different rest areas that they have. Looks like it's a little fancy one. I guess it's not bad. Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely got it after the third go around. It's all good after that. You know, because sometimes, you know, I'm a little slow on the pickup, right? The brain's digging into cobweb areas that it hasn't had to use for a while. So it's just a thing. Oh my. We're gonna get in. I was gonna say I'd really like to do some different road driving, but we're getting into some real twisty road here, right? It's gonna be a little hard to do, I think. Nope. Do this one. Yeah, see, it's an awful twisty road here to kind of pull them camera tricks off. It's a lot better on the straighter roads, on the straight stretches. Hopefully we'll be able to get some straight stretch road here once we get down on the lower part of Interstate 15. Yeah, and I still don't know what you're talking about. So I think we're all good. You know? Now, I did have to do some maintenance work back there on a light pole, but I think after that it was perfectly fine. No problems. It was perfect. That light pole is perfectly, I mean, it is so solid. 100% max approved. It's all good after that. 100%. No problems. No problems whatsoever. All right, so this should be a good spot, right? This is going to be a good spot to do this. Yeah, do this. Why is there so much traffic here? Pretty crazy, actually. Helena discovered, is it? Yeah, I'll bet. You betcha. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta like a nice straight stretch. That's for sure. What's 9 give me? I forget. Oh, 9's the same as 2 or 3. I don't understand that at all. We gotta pass this truck. I know that. All right. We'll do this and get back into that camera view there. There we go. That's the. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. All good in the neighborhood. It's all good in the neighborhood. Have no problems. No problems at all after that. So looks like there's all kinds of stuff going on in this crazy town. Look at some of the road on that. Like, look at the double crisscrossing they got going on in here. Holy smokes! I gotta make sure I don't take any big trailers in there. That will be a nightmare. So we'll definitely make sure to avoid that. But yeah, pretty straightforward. It's nice to have the sun back with us now. But yeah, pretty straight. Nothing too crazy here for scenery at the moment. Not like it when we were on that other highway. When we were on the part of the 90 there with all the factory plants and stuff. That was pretty intense. Pretty calm stuff heading south, which is a good thing. Now, I do have some options turned on, such as accidents and stuff, but I have them set to low. When you set so there's a sensitivity bar for certain things, like rainstorms and all that stuff. I've got that stuff set pretty low because, like, for example, like if you set the detour sensitizer up to higher than low, it's like every 5 minutes they got you on a detour onto some crazy road somewhere, and it's like, I don't mind getting detoured on the odd occasion, like, you know, throw me an occasional twist into my route, but I find some of their detours are really, really wonky, and it's like, and if you got the slider bar up too high, it's like, man, you're detouring every 10 seconds, and they got you, like, it's like you just get back on the road and they're detouring you again. So it's pretty intense. That being said, I was pretty sure I had events, the event slider turned on more than what I have. I haven't seen any like broken down cars or police cars pulled over people or anything like that in this this particular game. Maybe installing the DLCs resets some of that, and I gotta go check it out because it's like there's nothing really here at the moment. Like I haven't seen a single like broken down car or police car or anything like driving around the map today, which is fine, I guess, you know, because we've been kind of busy staring at all the sites and looking at all the goodies. But, you know, in stretches of road like this where there's really not a whole lot going on, you know, they tend to usually like throw out the occasional cop car or crash plane or, I don't know, something like that. But, yeah, they kind of got cheapy here. Really? That truck's going to drive faster now? That's a bunch of bull. That's lies. That's lies big time. Whatever. I was about to pass him and then he just pulled away. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. What is this? It's just a place to stop and look at the town, I guess. Okay. Well, I am keeping left. Wow. All right. I guess we're going to do this big whole loop-de-loop thing underneath the bridge thing. Okay, cool. I did start playing Chimera Land, a new game. 412 spaces of inventory. Really? Well, that's a bit of it. Well, like our conversation had the other day about inventory. You know how inventory goes. You know, inventory is all that and more, right? Like, we like inventory. Hey, we're all about that inventory, and 412 spaces of inventory. That's a lot of inventory. But has a weight limit of 8,200. I'm at 20% and didn't manage to fill the inventory, and just got to weight. Oh man, yeah, I hate it. Well, see, that's how they got you though, right? They showed you all these inventory slots, and they were like, yeah, look at all these inventory slots, and then you start filling them up, and the next thing you know, you can't move, and it's like, aw, Why can't I move? Well, that's because they also have a weight limit. That's what they have in Icarus, right? So like, look at Icarus. You know, almost always, I almost always run out of slot or run out of weight. I have weight restrictions before I run out of slots, right? It's just, it's kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. You can only just play within the limitations of the game, right? Yeah, but I can't craft or refine. Really? Takes time though. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a bummer. So yeah, it's just yeah, it's a false draw. See, they showed you all these slots of inventory. You know when another game did that? Mr. Prepper. Now I love Mr. Prepper. Okay, let's be perfectly clear. Mr. Prepper was an awesome game. It's an indie game. It's an indie game that I just love. I love Mr. Prepper. You know, Arnold, he's my man. Now that being said, one of the things they have in Mr. Prepper is, like, Mr. Prepper's backpack has like 110 slots or something in it, but at most you'll ever only have like 6 things in there. it's kind of weird. And even if you do like put in like 10 or 11 things, yeah, the weight restriction, like you just can't move once you put too much stuff in there from the weight. So it's like, it's kind of a bummer actually. Yeah. So yeah, they suckered you out with 412 spaces. That's what it's all about. They suckered you out with them spaces and then they threw the secret weight restriction in on you, and that was it. It was all done. It was all done but the crying after that. It's the way it is. Okay. So, 125 miles. That means we're coming up to the exit, right? Yes, it is. We'll come up to the exit, and then we got to do this craziness. All the way through there. That's kind of crazy. I did. Kind of hoarded everything. Well, I mean, but that... like we've talked about before, it's... If the spaces are there, gamers will use the spaces. That's what we do. We use spaces. Why would they have the spaces if we can't use them? So, I mean, that's what inventory's for, right? Yeah, throw all the things in there, right? Got to throw all the things in there. You know, just stock up. It's what gamers do. If you give them 400 spaces of inventory, we'll find 400 things to stick in there, and then we'll use all the inventory. That's what we do.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Is that what we want to do? I mean, there's a nice gas station right there.
Turn right.
Well, there is a gas station there. You know what? I think we'll use that gas station right there. So let's do that. Come on, dude, get out of my way. I got things to do today. Yep, there you go. And swing this around. There we go. Nice. You make that left turn, dude. Save me a lot of hassle. We've already discovered 7 towns today out of 15 for achievement progress. I know. It's crazy. Now, we haven't delivered to all 7 cities yet, but at least we've discovered 7 out of the 15, so we can get one of them achievements done. They put 412 in there to be sure that if you buy something, you can buy something, it goes through. Oh, okay, because the special things have a weight of 0 or 1. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's kind of strange, though. You'd think they would have a check for that, like programmed into the game, where if you didn't have any inventory slots, then you shouldn't have any problem like putting it in, right? You know, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Lazy coding, maybe. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, been in computers a long time. I've seen a lot of lazy coding, right? Especially nowadays. It Seems like everybody's code seems pretty lazy, but anyway. Well, a discussion for another time. I'm driving a truck at the moment. I'm not coding anything. Why bother? Just throw more space at it. Oh, if you only know how many times I've heard that saying over the years. I can bypass the way station. Awesome. Well, you know what? I'm not going to bypass the gas station, though. Can I go here? You don't mind if I go into the gas station? Yeah, okay, there we go.
I'll find a new route.
Yes, I'm sure you will. I got to swing this truck all the way around in here, though. Oh, slow down, slow down. Easy, easy. Thank you. Do we get it lined up? We got it lined up good enough. Look at that. How's that for skill? You betcha. Put some gas in this thing. Now, it's kind of funny, right? So if you're looking at the price of the gas, it's that's $5.05 a gallon, right? That's not $5.05 a liter. That's a gallon. So, you know, here in Canuck land, especially in Europe, you know, them prices. I mean, yes, for the U.S. that it is quite shocking. But the funny part is that for anywhere else in the world, like that would be like $9, $10, $12, right? So, anyway, yeah, I just do find it a little bit funny to take note of that. Like here in Canada, like that would be like yes, you know, I think here diesel at the moment is about, well, it's between $1.85 and $2 a liter, right? But of course, if you convert that to gallons, that's like $8 a gallon, right? So it is kind of funny that, you know, when you, well, I think it'd be like $7.85 or $7.90 a gallon. So it is a little humorous to see stuff like that. Be like $5 a gallon. Psh. Gee whiz, that's what I was paying 3 years ago. You know, like it's kind of funny that way. Just one of them notes. Just one of them notes. Do. Come on, dude. Pass this car. Get on with it. He ain't going that fast. Sorry. My bad. There was a bridge. I had to move over for the bridge, dude. Same here, but in pounds, not Canadian. Yeah, it's just the way it is, right? Like especially in Europe, right? Whoa. Yeah, I know we're trying to pass all these cars in a no passing zone, but don't end up hitting it. I mean, yes, I don't mind, you know, like doing a little love tap with a single car, but I don't want to do a love tap with 20 cars. Yeah, so it's about $2.10 a liter, right? About something like that. But like, I mean, you know, look at some of the European countries, right? Where, you know, like I know, like, you know, like Norway and a few other of them places. I mean, you know, it can even be way more expensive, and I mean that's just the way it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, there's a level of tax that people pay and all that stuff that people get used to. And, I mean, that's perfectly fine, right? So, you know, I realize here that, you know, the tax that's on fuel, you know, Canada has, you know, longer winters. We have to do more road maintenance, all that stuff. So we have to have some extra taxes on our gas because it's just the environment. Like when you're down in South Carolina or in Georgia, yes, they do have road maintenance, but they don't have to deal with a lot of winter road maintenance or any of that stuff, so they can have cheaper stuff, right? Yeah, around 24, around two euros, yeah, per liter of diesel. Yeah. It's all monies. Yeah, we're really driving into the mountain stuff here now, big time. We're definitely getting up into the mountain ranges here as we're cruising along. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's do an 8 on that. Zoom, you betcha. Oh yeah. Yep, that was pretty cool. Oh, slow down, slow down. This is a really sharp turn. Wow, this is a really sharp turn, actually. Yeah, good thing I slowed down for that. That would have been messy.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, even cheaper. So yeah, it's just it just happens to be where everybody, like where you live, what it is the taxes you pay, and what it is the road maintenance you got. It all makes a difference, right? All has to be paid for somehow. It isn't it isn't all free. At the end of the month, I'm going back home. Are ya? Now, are you going back home just going back home to go back home, or is is it because the whole Britain thing is driving you crazy, or you just back home to stay, back home to visit, do all that kind of crazy stuff? Because it's just that's the nice part about okay, with the exception of Britain now, but it is the nice part about the European Union is the ability to travel around and just do all kinds of crazy things and work in all kinds of stuff. Oh, your ID expires. Okay. I discovered a new viewpoint. Really? Well, listen. Stop the bus. Stop that bus. You scum. All right. You know what? Let me think about this. I want that viewpoint. I'm just going to pull the truck over right up here. Yep, just pretend I didn't hit this pole that I'm about to hit. That's perfectly fine. Yep, we're just going to stop right here. Doop. Push that button.
Okay, here we go.
Your ID expires and you kind of had enough of the UK for the time being. Well, that's understandable. And sometimes it's nice just to go home, right? Sometimes it's just nice to head on home, see what's going on, right? All right. I want this viewpoint. Gosh darn it, and I'm going back for it. But, of course, because I got the doubles trailer on, going to this viewpoint's a real pain in the butt, so backing up with it's almost impossible, so we're just going to have to do it this way. The last time I backed up a doubles trailer, oh man, that took like 40 minutes. I want to go to the camera. I'm on my way to the camera, to the viewpoint. Listen, GPS, give me 30 seconds to this. I'm going to make a U-turn in a second. If you just relax, I want to do this viewpoint first, if you don't mind. That's part of the reason why we're doing this tour down here. We got to get to the viewpoints. Okay. So this is Earthquake Lake. All right, well, there you go. Earthquake Lake. I'm assuming formed from an earthquake. Just guessing. But over on that mountain, that looks like it's a mine pit, not a actual earthquake. I would say that's more mining than earthquakey. But anyway, nevertheless, works for me. All right, off we go. Now we'll just go pick up the trailer and head on and keep on going. There we go. All right. The graphics of the game are. The graphics of the game aren't that good, are they? What you mean? Oh yeah. What you mean the when we were in camera mode there and it was looking around? Yeah, I mean that was not a cutscene. That was the actual viewpoint. That camera panning that it was doing, that was actually of this area. Like it didn't do a separate cutscene or a video or anything. It actually is looking at the same stuff that we're just doing. It just, the only difference is that it's doing it in a camera view, right? All right, we'll hook this trailer back up. Head on down the road. Now I gotta pass all these guys again, of course. That'll drive me crazy. Let's go. All right. Boy, she gets so excited when I hook onto the trailer. Let's go. I'm like, yeah, okay. We'll go. We're going. We're going. It's only 19 miles. It's not like, you know, we were like taking way too much time out of our busy scheduled day. All right, there we go. Yeah, that when it does the viewpoint cameras, that is the act. Like it's taking it as if like I'm doing this with the mouse, right? That's what it does. And there are other commands that you can use, right? When you're in free fly mode, you can do that kind of stuff. Sometimes YouTube's bitrate drops as we see 480. Oh, okay. Is that what's going on? I was gonna say, usually I get an alert though if it starts dropping, like if it starts to have to drop resolution on my stream. And again, I do have 1.5 gigabit fiber optic net coming in here, right? In and out. I think it's 1.5 down and something like some crazy number going up. So it's not 1.5 going up. It's but I know it's a really good number because I pay for it. So now No Man's Sky does that a lot, and that's because of the star fields, right? Any game that has a lot of moving flash scenery, YouTube just doesn't keep up with it, but no streaming service will keep up with it, whether you're watching it on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. And that's just because of the graphical zipping of everything, right? It's just the way it is. Where do you want this? Okay, sure. Let's do this. Let's do this, and then we'll head on down, see if we can't find a little bit of Yellowstone. This right in here, fit it in like a glove. Done. It's possible that your settings are set to automatic, Julian. And yeah. So like most YouTube people that watch YouTube, it's probably set to automatic, right? Okay, so let's see if we can't find our way down to here. You betcha. Done. 61 miles. Let's drive.
Time to get the job done.
Okay, swing this around. Do the things. Okay. Zippy zip. Let's get down this road. Now, the nice part is, should be able to drive faster. I'm not hauling any of their loads. Bad part is, I can drive faster, so I'm probably going to crash. I will have to be somewhat careful here because it's very easy. It's very easy to get driving too fast. Again, this truck will do 108 miles an hour, right? So, I mean, you know, it will cruise. And if you take a couple of these turns a little too fast, then the next thing you know, like I'll be up a mountain or in a ditch or in the river or something like that. It'll get crazy after that. Okay, yep, there we go. Get around this turn, all good. I'm looking for a straight stretch of road to talk. I hate when it's changed. Now you have to go to do an extra swipe and a touch just to get it to 1080p. Me too, but I had it set on automatic on this stream. Mobile internet coverage isn't great. Yeah, I can understand that. Yep. It's all kind of crazy. There we go. Dude, I haven't got time for you. But we're about to go around a really sharp turn. Do you think this is a risk? Probably. It wasn't as sharp as I thought. We's good. We's good. All right. Do the stuff and the things. Yeah, get ready to turn right. And 24 miles. All good in the neighborhood. Yep, beep, beep. You know what? Let's just take a little bit of a shortcut. Everything fine. There we go. we'll get down here for 24 miles and then see if we get this camera set up. And then I'm going to have to probably make that phone call before 5 o'clock because that phone call that tried to come in there an hour earlier, just so as I can catch them before they all go home, because that would be bad. Because like I said, nobody ever calls me in the mid-afternoon. Then someone actually called. For once, it's kind of crazy. Excuse me, beep beep. Look out! I got places to be. Okay. Yeah, we're going straight on. Let's do that.
Keep left and then turn left.
All right. Well, we're gonna turn left because I got no choice.
Turn left.
Yep. Okay. Very good. All right. Is this a thing? Is this a thing?
Straight on.
Well, I don't want to go straight on. Oh, I guess I got no choice. Okay. I thought maybe I could drive in there, but I can't drive in there. Yellowstone National Park. We have arrived. It was in the title. It was in the title, people. All right. Yep. It was in the title, so we were going to get here one way or another. You betcha. $20? Man, what a ripoff. Okay. So I think this is where I pull in up here. They don't have a camera set up for this? Really? They just have 3 viewpoints. They don't have a camera set up for this. Oh, well, it is what it is. We'll just pull in here for this one. And this would be a really nice place to actually start the stream on Sunday. And we'll try and pick up what we'll probably try to do. Maybe I'll take a swing by Cody and pick up a load there, and then I can try and hit these 2 spots up here. That's for sure. We'll do it that way. Yeah, that works for me. Works good for me. So with that of course is Cruising Idaho. We actually got a whole bunch of places done. I mean, we got some roads done, right? We came in from Coeur d'Alene, and then into Montana, of course, zipped on down through here, did some loads here, drove back up 89 into Great Falls, back down into Bozeman, and now we are at Yellowstone. You betcha. And then they charged me $20 to park here. That figures. That's the way it is, people. They charge you $20 for everything. So with that, I do have to try. I guess I'm going to make this phone call before things end at 5 o'clock. For them, so I guess I better go do that. And so I guess we'll wrap it up there for today. Of course, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Of course, it's been a big day. Of course, so Julian hanging out, I appreciate it. Of course, Noko stopping in. Vic, hope you're doing good. You know, I hope things are going well with you. Of course, Noko stopping by, and of course, Mr. Orsis, I'm glad to see you here as well. And of course, I'm glad you're enjoying the Icarus series. As long as they keep pumping out the missions, I'll keep playing them because that's what I do. And it's all good in the neighborhood. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. And of course, I want to thank, of course, the viewership later on that may be watching later because, of course, I know everybody can't hang out at live times. As much as I wish that's the way the world worked, it does not, because not everybody lives in the same time zone. We haven't got that figured out yet. And of course, but I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm Max. This, of course, has been American Truck Simulator. And we're going to probably do some American Truck Simulator on Sundays, just for some casual driving, all the nice things to relax with, while we do a little bit of chit-chatting and back and forth and all the things. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.